Self-esteem, the subtle thread we weave around our self-image, is often the result of a complex interplay between childhood experiences and the challenges we face as adults. It is a powerful driving force that shapes our relationships, our work, and our overall well-being. Today, I want to talk to you about self-esteem because despite its importance, many people struggle with low self-worth. And this is not just an adolescent phenomenon. On the contrary, it can persist into adulthood, influencing how we perceive ourselves and interact with the world. From the shadow of childhood criticism to the unrealistic expectations we impose on ourselves as adults, the roots of self-esteem can be deep and complex. However, it's essential to remember that self-esteem is not a fixed state, but rather a dynamic process of personal growth. How self-esteem develops. Throughout life, every individual undergoes a series of experiences and interactions that help shape their self-perception. From the earliest days, interactions with parents and family members create a model of how we see ourselves in the world. Words of encouragement and emotional support can serve as a solid foundation, while constant criticism can lead to self-doubt and insecurities that, if left unaddressed, may grow into self-destructive thoughts. As children, we absorb the words and actions of those around us as absolute truths. A child who is loved, encouraged, and respected will learn to see the world as a place full of opportunities, growing up in a nurturing environment where their unique qualities are appreciated. In contrast, those raised in a critical or emotionally distant environment may struggle with self-esteem, making their journey more challenging. During childhood and adolescence, our brains are highly susceptible to external influences. The words of parents, teachers, peers, and even media representations deeply shape our self-esteem. As we grow, external expectations, from societal norms to beauty standards in the media, often make us feel inadequate. The constant comparison with others, especially in the digital age of social media, can trigger doubts about our identity. We set unrealistic standards for ourselves, judge ourselves harshly for every mistake, and this relentless process can gradually erode our self-esteem. The ongoing impact of self-esteem in adulthood. Even in adulthood, experiences continue to shape our self-esteem. Workplace challenges, complex interpersonal relationships, and comparisons to societal standards of success and beauty can test our confidence. The expectations we set for ourselves, often influenced by society and those around us, play a significant role in shaping our self-esteem. People who impose unrealistic standards on themselves or constantly compare themselves to others may experience persistent feelings of inadequacy. This self-destructive cycle can lead to a lack of belief in one's abilities and intrinsic worth. Let's take some examples. Sarah, a fictional name, is an intelligent and capable woman who struggles to recognize her own value. Growing up in a critical environment, she internalized the idea that she was never enough. Even though she excels in many areas of her life, she constantly doubts herself. Every time she receives a compliment or recognition, she questions its sincerity, believing people are just trying to make her feel better. This self-destructive cycle keeps her trapped, preventing her from seeing her true worth. Marco, a brilliant and creative man, also struggles with a deep sense of inadequacy. In a highly competitive environment, he has internalized the belief that he must always do more to be accepted and loved. This constant need for external validation has led him into an inner struggle where his real achievements are constantly overshadowed by self-doubt. On the other hand, Laura grew up in a supportive environment and learned to see challenges as opportunities for growth rather than signs of failure. Her ability to face difficulties with resilience allowed her to develop a deep sense of self-love, becoming an inspiration to those around her. How self-esteem affects our lives. The way a person perceives themselves acts as a filter through which they interpret the world. This filter shapes behavior and decisions. A person with high self-esteem is more likely to take positive actions, set ambitious goals, and believe in their ability to succeed. A person with low self-esteem may avoid challenges or meaningful relationships, feeling inadequate or unworthy. This perception can significantly influence life choices, relationships, and experiences, shaping an individual's reality in profound ways. In essence, our self-view can become a self-fulfilling prophecy, deeply impacting our life journey. Practical strategies to improve self-esteem. Understanding the crucial role of self-esteem in our daily lives, let's explore some practical strategies to enhance it. Heavy checkmark practice, self-acceptance. Accepting your flaws and imperfections as an integral part of your humanity can free you from the need to be perfect. Heavy checkmark challenge negative thoughts. Identify self-destructive thoughts and replace them with positive affirmations. For example, if you think, "I'm not good enough," counter it by recalling your actual skills and past achievements. Ask yourself, is this really true? Or is this criticism based on reality or a distorted perception? Heavy checkmark, learn to handle criticism. Don't take criticism personally. Analyze it objectively and use constructive feedback for improvement, but don't let negative comments damage your self-esteem. Heavy checkmark, develop new skills. Acquiring new abilities and achieving goals can boost your self-confidence. Learn something new, a language, a creative hobby, or a sport. Heavy checkmark, surround yourself with positive relationships. Be around people who support and encourage you. Positive relationships strengthen self-esteem, while toxic ones can weaken it. Heavy checkmark, learn to say no. Set healthy boundaries in your relationships and commitments. Don't feel obligated to say yes to everything and everyone. Respect yourself enough to say no when necessary. Heavy checkmark, recognize and celebrate your achievements. Even small victories matter. Each step forward builds confidence in yourself. Heavy checkmark, take care of your body and mind. Regular exercise, a balanced diet, and practices like meditation and mindfulness can improve your mood and self-esteem. Final thoughts. Self-esteem is a continuous journey toward deep self-acceptance. Learning to see your imperfections as part of your uniqueness, celebrating your achievements, and learning from failures is an ongoing process. It may be challenging, but in the pursuit of self-love, you will discover the key to a happier and more fulfilling life. Now, you have my advice. If you found this video helpful, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss future content. Leave a like and a comment if you have any questions or want to share your experience with us. Self-esteem is the foundation upon which you build your happiness, peace, and success. No matter what your goals are, when you learn to love and accept yourself, you become more resilient in facing life's challenges. You will look to the future with confidence, knowing that your self-esteem, nourished by self-love, will guide you toward a more rewarding and meaningful life. However, if your self-esteem has been damaged, don't lose hope. Even when it feels fragile, there's always room for improvement and growth. You just need to treat yourself with the same kindness and compassion you would offer a loved one. Trust me, this can be a transformative experience. You can begin rewriting your story, one where you are worthy of love, respect, and happiness. And that is what I sincerely wish for you. Sending you a big hug. See you soon, White Heart.